Hello dear people, let's now solve this question from GATE 2014 exam set 3. It's a 2 marks question. Let me first read out the statement for you. The memory access time is 1 nanosecond for a read operation with a hit in cache, 5 nanoseconds for a read operation with a miss in cache, 2 nanoseconds for a write operation with a hit in cache, and 10 nanoseconds for a write operation with the miss in cache. Execution of a sequence of instructions involve 100 instruction fetch operations, 60 memory operand read operations, and 40 memory operand write operations. The cache hit ratio is 0.9. The average memory access time in nanoseconds in executing the sequence of instructions is dash. Okay, so let's now try to solve this question. This is the data that they have given with respect to cache. In case of reading, if there is a hit in cache, a total of 1 nanosecond is required. Also, if there is a miss in cache, 5 nanoseconds are required. Now, you will be using the formula for simultaneous access in this question because they have given you the total time spent in case of a hit, total time spent in case of a miss. Okay, that means they are not saying that this much time is required for memory access, this much time is required for cache access. So you don't need to just use the formula of hierarchical access because in that formula, first, we require to determine whether there was a miss or hit. Then we spend some time for accessing memory if there was a miss in cache. Okay, but here we are directly given the total time in case of miss. So the formula is simultaneous access. Also, we are not sure if hardware is actually built like that. We'll just use the formula for simultaneous access. So let's find the average read access time. This is the data required for calculating this because it's corresponding to a read access. They're saying cache hit is 0.9% or 90%. So with probability 0.9, we require 1 nanosecond. And for remaining percent of times, 5 nanoseconds are required. So plus 0.1 into 5 nanoseconds. Okay. The formula is hit rate into hit time plus miss rate into miss time. Okay. So this is 0.9 plus 0.5, which is 1.4 nanoseconds. So let's now find average write access time. The average write access time will be hit rate, which is 0.9, into the hit time. Hit time here is 2 nanoseconds. For write, in case of hit, we require 2 nanoseconds. Plus miss rate, which is obviously 1 minus the hit rate, into miss time, that is 10 nanoseconds. So this comes out to be 1.8 plus 1, which is 2.8 nanoseconds. Now you see that this is the data given with respect to the program that we are trying to execute. Okay, they're saying 100 memory accesses are for fetching an instruction. 60 memory accesses are for reading operand. 40 memory accesses are for writing something into the memory. Okay, that means these 160 memory accesses are for read. Okay, these are for read and these 40 are for write. Obviously, because instruction fetch is also reading an instruction from memory and bringing it into the processor. Okay, that means the probability of a memory access being a read access will be probability of read will be 160 divided by the total number of accesses. Favorable cases divided by the total number of cases. Total number of cases here are 200, okay, because sum is 200. Similarly, the probability of a access being a write access will be 40 by 200, okay. This means if a program makes 200 memory accesses, these are the chances of any access selected at random being a read access, okay, and these are the chances of it being a write access. Now we are required to find the average memory access time. If a memory access is selected at random, these many chances are of it being read. That means 16 by 20, 16 out of 20 memory accesses will be read, and read requires 1.4 nanoseconds. Okay, plus 40, rather 4 by 20. 4 by 20 memory accesses will be for write, and write requires 2.8 nanoseconds. Okay, so let's solve these. This will be 4 by 5 into 1.4, and maybe this comes out to be 1.12 plus 2.8 divided by 5. This comes out to be 0.56. So this is your answer. Add these. So this is 1, 5 plus 1 is 6, 1.68. 1.68 nanoseconds are required on average by one memory access. Okay. Now you can do one more thing. You just multiply 160 by read access time. Okay. Let me solve it the other way also. So let us do it here. So 160 accesses are for read. Total time taken by read is 160 into 1.4. Okay, this much time will be taken by the program containing these instructions for reading. And for writing, one access requires 2.8 nanoseconds. We are making total 40 accesses. That means this will be 40 into 2.8. Okay. Now, the program requires this much time for memory access, and a total of 200 accesses are done. One access will require this much time. Just divide this number by 200. That's it. Actually, it's one and the same thing. See, 160 by 200 into 1.4. 160 by 200 into 1.4 plus 40 by 200 into 2.8. 40 by 200 into 2.8. So there's not much difference. It's just at which point of time we are calculating the average. Here we are taking the average in ending by dividing the total time taken by 200. And here we are just taking the average before multiplying it by the time taken by one read or one write. Okay.